All right, g'day, hi, and welcome. Just gonna make a nice little short video for you. I'm working on a new song now called "Release the Berserker," berserk, and that should be out hopefully fairly soon. Just working out the drum patterns first, but I figured while I'm kind of working out the drums and the basses over there. Don't know what guitar I'm going to use for the next one. Probably my Flying V, but I wanted to make a video about your favorite SG moment. Oh, what is your favorite SG moment? I'll tell you mine. And it wasn't with one of my SGs. It was with a black SG standard. Don't know what year it would have been. Probably a late 90s, early 2000s model. And this was back in the early 2000s. I went to a jam night, and the host had a black SG. Now, I had brought out my Epiphone SG at the time because I didn't own this thing yet, right? And I went up on stage and I jammed with a couple of people, and I'm not toting my own horn, but I was probably the most talented guitar player. It doesn't mean I was talented. It just, everybody else was. I heard, like every jam night that you go to, you hear, Take It Easy by the Eagles about 5 times that night because it's somebody's first time on stage, and that's usually the first song they play. That there's, a couple of classics that you always hear at the jam nights. But I went up. There was a drummer there for a little bit, not for very long. And I'm like, okay, well, whatever. So I went up and I played, I don't know what song it was, just jammed along, and it ripped out. I had my little crate over there. Actually, I brought that with me, and I had my Epiphone 400, G400, and I went up on stage and I just, just wailed on it. I brought my wah pedal, I believe. No, I had the Jimi Hendrix wah at that time, not the Hell Babe that I got now. That thing is crazy. I don't use it enough. I really don't use it enough. But I got up there and I started ripping out some pretty cool solos and stuff like that. All improvised, 3-chord rock stuff, right? People loved it. Suddenly, people started asking me, hey, you want to stay up for a couple more? You want to stay up for a couple more? Next thing I know, I'm playing almost the whole night because everybody wanted to jam with me, which made me feel good. Didn't hurt my ego any at all. And then somewhere around the middle of the jam night or open mic night, we ran out of people to go up. So it was like, what do we do? Well, the host goes, hey, Reg, how about this? He goes, I'll let you play my SG. He goes, I want to hear you play my SG standard. So I went up there and I started cranking out some Jimi Hendrix and some AC/DC and, the usual stuff. Some Green Day, whatever, all the crowd pleaser stuff, right? We did Hotel California. We did all those, real crowd pleaser stuff, right? And it sounded really good. But I was doing Voodoo Child, or my version of it, and I steal a bunch of halfway through it. I kind of like do like a breakdown a bit of different Jimi Hendrix themes with it, and I did it on this SG, and the crowd went nuts. And of course, as soon as I started using the wah pedal, right, everybody flipped out. They were just, an SG and a wah pedal go very, very, very well together. And bottom line was, it was a really fun night, and it was just the way the SG was, like the G400 was fun, but like that SG standard was a lot of fun on stage. And I've had this on stage only once, and I've had my 61 reissue on stage only once, but I've jammed multiple times with them, but just not on stage, which I know, shame on me, right? Yeah, so there was that time. The other time when there was a AC/DC cover band called Great Scott. Yeah, there you go. I tried out for them, and they had a black SG standard as well, and it had one screwed up tuning peg. I remember that on it, but I remember playing, because I had my Les Paul at the time, and it was like, okay, well, Angus, I was supposed to be the role of Angus. I ended up. I couldn't do it. Those guys are still playing to this day. I don't know if it's all the original members or not, but I remember playing on that one. That was a lot of fun, kind of getting into that role. But tribute bands are yeah, maybe there's a video right there, talking about tribute bands. But, like if you're going to do covers, I kind of like variety. I don't know how I'd feel about doing the same set list over and over and over again. It gets pretty monotonous, from the same band. I like to bring in new stuff, but I play more modern music now. And then, of course, a lot of originals, right? But, I'm kind of all over the map for that, but I do remember that as a really fun SG moment for me. So what about you guys? What was your funnest SG moment that you could remember? Like, was it the first time you played an SG? Kind of like the first time I played a 61 reissue, not the 61 reissue standard, the actual 61 reissue. I was blown. I remember how I still remember, I'm 50 now and I still remember my expressions, or how I felt as a teenager playing that thing for the first time going, whoa, what is this thing? This thing's crazy. Love it. So I want to hear your favorite SG moment, whether it was on stage, whether it was in private, maybe it was just, watching somebody else wail on an SG. Let me know. All right. Anyway, have yourselves a great day.